Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Benchmonster TV. I am the Bench Monster, and Ashley Condre will be here soon. I hear steps. Started early at 7:01. I heard you walking around up there. Come in and introduce yourself. Are you cold or something? Going to start out by talking about my diet. It's gone a little too extreme. I've lost a lot of weight, and what?
Nothing.
You're not sure you'd say that? Let me tell you
Sure,
something.
I'd say it's too extreme.
Too extreme. Let's talk extreme. Let's look back at when was Mary's meet? March 18th? Tell me when the meet was. Okay, here's a picture of me and BJ Dirk, March 18th.
Oh my God!
Your
eyes are barely open.
Hey,
look at that fucking
ladies
elbow.
and yeah, hey, shut your mouth. I'm telling a story here. Okay, what you see there is 346 pounds of Bench Monster. 3, 4, 6. Over here. See, that's me. That's BJ Dirk. He had a great meet. But what I'm trying to tell you is, now you see 300. Ladies and gentlemen, that's 46 pounds I've lost. Now I've taken it a little beyond the scope of dieting. I have a diet program. I took it and I cut out carbs and I cut out sugar and I convinced my mind that foods are bad and eat little amounts. And boy, if I sucked up to a prune. I don't feel like I'm one of the biggest, baddest people walking the face of the planet when I'm walking around town. And that's a 300-pound man telling you that. When does 300 pounds feel small? Well, when you're 346, it's just a different monster. 300 pounds, yeah, it's lean, but it just doesn't have that it factor when you're that big. So we sat in the infrared sauna last night, and I was melting like a snowman with 15 minutes of 146 degrees. That didn't help, but trying to cleanse, clean everything out, get everything ready for the fall, and then we will get big again. That being said, do you have anything to say? Step forward.
No, I'm just happy to be here.
Do you lift?
Yeah.
How's lifting going?
It's going all right. My back's been bothering me, and
Disc problem?
issues, so I've been kind of taking it a little bit lighter. But
That's good.
I don't know.
You got to talk over here.
I'm not sure exactly. I haven't gotten an MRI, so I don't know.
Okay. Well, keep us in the loop. What's going on, so we know what you're doing. You're still benching though.
Oh, I'm still doing all three. I
Yeah.
just deadlifted last night. I'm still doing all three.
Okay.
Haven't went quite as heavy as I.
I'm gonna have to put these on.
Normally would on deadlift and squat because my back.
Your back, yeah. Well, my back's screwed up. I can't squat. So.
My back's been pretty messed up, and then with all my weird health issues, my weight's down, so strength's.
Oh, I know about strength being down. Yeah. 46 pounds and strength is hard to find right now. But you know what? We find it right here with this pad and pen and videos that I steal from the internet. No, I don't steal them. I borrow them with the intent of returning. We have a lot of lifter submitted videos too. We got to get to those because a lot of these take backings and that takes time. First up, let's get right to it. We'll talk later. CJ Morgani. He's hitting some great bench presses in training, and I'm proud of him. Looks like he's hitting a 345, a 370, and a 375 on the bench. And he's kicking some ass. Let's take a look at CJ. Close grip, that's all right. He was talking about first time hitting 3 reds. That's about my 1 rep max anyway. Way to go, dudes.
Nice.
Kicking ass, CJ.
Very nice.
Thank you for sending that video, by the way. I love bench. I saw this on Instagram. Thought I'd play it. These are 220-pound dumbbells in action. They look weird, so that's why I decided to use this video. Let's check this out. I've never seen any like that, but he's going to try to do them. He only gets a couple reps. Range of motion is going to be a little different because of the diameter of the weights, obviously, but still, that's 440. And you just got to drop those on the ground when you're done. I remember in my heyday, I did 200-pound dumbbells for a set of 8 and 6. Back when I was strong, not anymore. I just look like a little pipsqueak. Next up, most impressive video I've seen in my lifetime. Jimmy Kolb. Jimmy Kolb. Doing 1,000 pounds for 10 reps. Back in the day when I had a Phenom, I could do it for 2 because I could get 1 rep and then the shirt would stretch immensely and I would get 1 more. Jimmy Kolb doing 10 reps with 1,000 pounds. Let's put up a backing. And there's a lot to learn from this, technique-wise. His wrists are in perfect form. Takes the bar out, perfect 3-man handoff right in his line. And pushes the bar in a straight line. And from what I heard, that's a 2-ply shirt from inside sources. And I guess this was a drop set from what I was told.
Probably.
Son, never in my lifetime. Some of the things Jimmy Kolb does is unreal, and it's awesome to see. And I'm proud to be alive to witness it. I never would have thunk. But this is so cool. Way to go, Jimmy, you monster. Kicking ass and taking names. Wow. Almost want to watch it again. I watched it a few times. Yeah, 1,000 pounds for 10 reps, man. Fuck. I do it for a couple reps on 2 boards and I'm wasted. Well, I'm old and falling apart though, so. Okay. Joseph Tumbarello. He's lifting again, obviously. I think he's getting ready for something this summer. Talk about bulking up a little bit more. He's going to be doing 600 for 2 and 600 for 2 paused. Let's check out Mr. Tumbarello. Where's he at? Going to have him on the show one day. About 250 body weight, somewhere in there is what we were told. Pausing that shit. Look at that pause. Holy crap, son. Tumbarello, you are an animal too. Jeez. Found this coaching advice. I thought this might be interesting for anybody that's talking about, breaking the bar. Coach Ben here is going to explain that to us. Let's check out Coach Ben because I love this. It's short and sweet, but it's informative.
When bench pressing, you want to try to snap the bar in half as demonstrated here. This will give you the additional strength to add that next 30 pounds. Apply this same concept to when you're set up in position on the bench. We call this bending the bar, and it's going to help you stay tight in the shoulders and remain in a better position. Try this out the next time you train.
You don't have to do that if you don't want to. I just thought I'd play it. Okay, who's up next? Oh, Zach Veers. Hope I'm pronouncing his last name right. Veirs. He's doing an 854.2 pound bench at 179 body weight. He's number 1 in the senior division all time, breaking Jason Coker's all-time world record. Number 2 in the world in every division, just below Rob Farrell. And I got to put a backing up. And I believe he's coached by Doug Smithy, I'm thinking, because he sent me the video. 179, 854. Knows how to wear that shirt. Doug handing off in the back. We'll see Doug next. I have a video of him. This is an impressive lift. Gets it down. Up, up, up. And the strong lock. Elbows locked. Look at that. Boom. Way to go, Zach. You animal. You got more in the tank, too. I'm just saying. Yeah. Doug Smithy. As we were talking back and forth about Zach and his awesome bench pressing, I believe Doug did this. He had a hand or an arm injury that he had to heal up. Work-related thing. But he was doing 825 for reps. He dumped it on the 3rd rep, as you'll see, and told his guys he wanted more. Doug Smithy, quoted by saying, he'll never give up. I love it. Hardcore person right here. So this was just coming back from his hand or arm injury, and it was like a few workouts in, I believe. But you can see it roll on the 3rd rep, but he wants more. Tremendous descent here. Speed. I want to try to do this, but I got to start with lighter weight if I'm going to come down that fast. Just right down. It's like a spring. Look at that. Oh, see, rolled it. No, he wants more. Look at that. You know those guys train seriously. There's no bullshitting around that crew. Yeah. They're not talking about what they did on last Sunday during their weekend off. Looks like, to me, where we at? Oh, the Logman brothers are up next. All right. Curtis, Craig, we got some important lifting here. First, we're going to start off with Curtis Logman. He's pulling 275. It's a PR. Let's check it out. Do we need a backing? Yeah, I got to put up a backing. Let's check out Curtis here. 275-pound deadlift. These guys are just starting out, and they're making tremendous progress early. Look at that. I couldn't do that at his age. Way to go, Curtis. Now, his brother Craig didn't want to be outdone. He's going to pull 275 as well, which is a PR also. I have to put a backing up. He wasn't going to be outshined by his brother. Good deadlift for him. They're going to go a long way if they stick with this, and that is so awesome that you start them out young and get them strong. Now we're going to see Curtis and Craig. They're going to be doing some speed benching here with micro mini bands, both with awesome form. That's what I said. So let's check out the mini band they're using. Looks like it's doubled. Micro mini band, sorry. Binky on the rings. Getting used to some overspeed eccentrics here and learning these bands. They were doing a little 9 sets of 3 action here. Short rest periods, kicking each other out. Love it. What are those micro minis at the top? 20, about 25 pounds or something added to the bar?
I don't know.
Or is it 30? I haven't measured them in a while. Way to go, Curtis and Craig.
Very nice, guys.
Awesome training. Keep up the hard work. It will pay off in the future. And continue to break records. That's what they do. Last time we went to a meet, they had so many trophies. It was so cool. Medallions. Let's see. Eric, AFFOLTER, A Folter. Gonna say 800 in a 2-ply Scorpion, dark side lifter. So I help pronounce his name correctly. A Folter, I hope so. Sorry, sir. Trying my best. Let's check out Eric doing 800 in a 2-ply. I like how he bellies up here at the bottom. You got that shirt caving you in a little bit, the upper chest, but he comes down and then bellies up right here. Very impressive. Yeah. And then it springs up like nothing. Eric, you got way more in the tank and that 2-ply. Let me tell you. One rep max sent this for Ashley because he's boxing. You did?
Well, I didn't see it, but I saw.
Let's check out him boxing here.
Nice.
Look at him. I don't want to get in his way. Those 1-2s are going to hurt. Oh, it comes with the elbow, too. I don't want that elbow.
Shit.
Hey, I got an elbow.
Oh, shit.
Looking sharp there, 1 rep.
Looking fast and quick.
But
I won't want to get hit with those.
With this can opener there, you hear this thing. What is this?
Can opener.
The can opener. You get cross.
Weird ass point there.
Yeah, calcium probably. That's years of rolling dumbbells. Just causes that. But it's also used to hit you right here and cut your head open. Okay, I thought this was kind of cool. Former NFL linebacker James Harrison benches 545 raw at 45 years old. I left the audio on because he says don't touch it, and he's cussing at his handoff guy. I kind of like it. There's music in the background, so maybe I'll get a copyright strike tomorrow, and I'll have to like mute the whole thing, but I left the audio on because it's kind of cool. He's like, don't fucking touch it. And at lockout, he's really got his elbows out too. So, I mean, not the perfect technical lift, but the guy was not supposed to touch the handoff or at the top. Let's check it out. That's kind of badass. I don't care. Yeah, copyright me, strike me, and I'll just mute that tomorrow, YouTube. What do I got next? Speed bench. Nobody wants to see that. You know what speed bench really is? It's a physique maker day. We do this to like build muscle and look muscular. We don't do speed bench anymore. This is just like a, how would you say, a cosmetic day. A lot of volume, a lot of reps, put the muscle where we need it. I'm just joking. We still train. Let's check out speed bench. I don't know, 5 reps. Sometimes wide, sometimes close. Nothing too exerting, but these chains were a little rough. 3 sets of chain there. That's 120, 20, 46, 120, 128 pounds in chain. It fucked up our max effort, and I'll explain more, but who cares? I'm happy we're doing something. I decided to grab my chains and came up with the set and rep scheme here. And of course, I like to pause at the end. Always making the last set the hardest. This was a good idea, but when the more I looked at it, the chains around the neck are cool. But when you lean forward like that, you use a lot of front delt. Ideally, you'd want to have your torso straight up and down. And this was an exercise here that didn't help us on Tuesday because we were not strong. I want to play too. And I'm really leaning forward. So I'm getting some tricep there, some front delt. You don't realize it until 3 days later. You got a max effort and everything's heavy. These are called Hell in a Cell, to put it in a PG rated version of an exercise. They're, I want to call them mother effers because it's extensions and it's an elbow out above the, high up on the upper chest, elbows out, lockout too. 8, 8, 10, 10, something like that. These killed. These were not nice. And we did 4 sets of these. I know it doesn't look like much. Still got 20, 40, 60, 80, 88 pounds in chain, 90 bar weight. You got to do 10 extensions, and then you got to do these elbows out presses. This was one workout we have decided if you want to have a shitty max effort day on Tuesday, do this workout. We have another workout that we do if you want to be strong on Tuesday. So these are just trial and error things. How much can we throw at us? Maybe we need more GPP, probably. I need to bring the sled to the gym. Push downs of some sort are usually the end game. I'm just out of gas because I have no carbs. My stomach's growling, 190 grams of carbs a day. My fuel tank is on half when I show up at the gym. But I still go hard as I can. Only 3 of us on Fridays. Got a pretty strong crew on Tuesday night, but speed bench, you see it. All right. Well, what do you think we should go to next? She thinks we should go to max effort. Let's try. Now, keep in mind that Tuesday exercise, all those exercises we came in on Friday, I'm sorry, this is what you just saw. Tuesday night we came in and we put 1 red on the bar, which is 145. And that was heavy, and 275 was heavy, and 325 was heavy. So it wasn't the most greatest max effort workout, but everybody else was tapping out at like 500, 700 pounds. I went up to 8, I think. Let's check it out. I don't know if it was a good idea. $385, that's nothing. But it was heavy. I had to pause it because I didn't have that reflex to push it back up. Front delts were zapped. BJ going to play with 405. He's dieting also. He's down 15 pounds. We're all shrinking. But it's going to get hot soon. And it's, uh-oh, got the dark side on. That's 600. I didn't have my feet right. Dan saw that. Thank God he was there. Looks like the Atlas here. Love this one. It's like 715 to me. Gonna try one board. What happens here? Looks like I got my feet planted right now. And that is a lot better. All right. This is max effort. I know you guys are watching, so you got to put on some weight. Here's the Colossus. Hines is in the Colossus, and I warned him it can dance on you a little bit with light weight, but he got it down. He made it look easy. Here's me with 805. Felt really heavy, I'm not going to lie. Didn't touch, but it went up. I brought all bench bands in, all dark side. BJ here in a Widowmaker with 605. Looks good. But as you see, we didn't go much heavier. Piss poor max effort. Decided to do these. I like to put the bar way behind the head there. That is a stretch for those elbows right there. If you don't squeeze that bar, when you stop on those pins and stay tight, you will aggravate and strain those extensors right by the elbow, and they will never get better because we never have any let up on them. There was a lot of talk going around, like, are we going to stick with one plate? We're going to go to plate and a quarter. I was thinking about moving those uprights up one hole, but that's way behind there. Getting a good stretch. Real full range of motion lift there. Nate Brandonhorst joining us. Had surgery on his right elbow not too long ago. He's coming back fast. Looks like BJ's the first one. I didn't see Dan handing off. I don't like that. He's not supposed to be doing much. Way to go, BJ. That's good. That's hard. I'm going to try to do them a little faster. I don't like to do anything slow. Want to get it down and pow, explode. 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 I'm not breathing. I'm gritting my teeth. I almost went and got my mouthpiece. Well, it is what it is. Now, this is the only let up that your elbows have in our tricep exercise entourage. These are inverted kickbacks. No elbow pain whatsoever. Multiple sets were done there. They're easy to swing, but if you pinch your shoulder blades, kick them back and flex those triceps, you really feel it in the long head up there in the lateral. Controlled motions, you're not swinging them. You're trying to actually hold them at the end. It's crazy. Hines doing them. It's got a little bit more weight. Uh-oh, looks like push downs. The workout is coming to an end. We had to regroup here. We said, what the hell are we going to do Friday so we have a good Tuesday? Well, tomorrow's Friday, so we had to come up with that plan. We might not even bench tomorrow. We might just work right into extensions. We'll see what happens. I know that's not going to happen, but we might do straight weight instead. I don't know. I put more weight on there. I stack it. I want to make sure that my triceps are pretty well peppered. I got to gain some weight. That's awfully small. That's pissed. Can't be 300 pounds. It's just not in me. That's like, in my world, that's like a 200-pound person. And that's what? Get in the chat box.
Are we ready?
Yeah. I'll have more videos.
Okay.
I don't.
Well,
I get only so many. I don't want to have like 2 hours worth of videos. I got to have a little, just a chunk page and 2 pages. And then, yeah, that's good.
we had Jimmy Coben here right away. Oh man, Thursday. Hey Jimmy,
And I said, Jimmy, woohoo.
I see that.
I don't have to wear my glasses.
CJ Morgani. Sorry, CJ Morgani. What's up, everyone? Hope the week is going well so far. Hey, CJ. Hope yours is going well also. Thanks for joining us.
Going good.
One Rep Mex. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday, One Rep. Nice boxing. Nice video there.
Love the elbows.
Like that. Yep. Get the elbow. I don't want the fists or the elbows on that one. Too much power there. Paul Loffer. Hey, guys. How's it going?
How's it going, Paul?
Right? How are you, Paul? Thank you for joining us. Good to see you, sir. Howard Weingarten. What's up, Benchmonster family? Ryan, thanks for the info. And I worked on the arch. Good.
Yeah, I was watching Howard's video, and I'm just trying to find things to shorten his bench stroke, and so we can add numbers to his bench game. The last thing I wanted to tell him was to put on like 20 pounds. Sometimes it's not a healthy thing, but I don't mention that. Maybe 40 pounds. Easy for me. A gigantic sponge.
Paul Loffer. Listened to Grinder mixed in with some Slayer Tuesday bench night. Nice. You guys had a nice playlist, it sounds like.
You know, we didn't have a good playlist last week. Maybe that was a thing. I want to hear some Grinder Tuesday. I don't care who's in the gym. When the Benchmonster crew comes in Tuesday night, we control the radio for 2.5 hours. And we're going to play Grinder. BJ likes that Cannibal Corpse, which is all right, but I got my own certain tunes.
Howard Weingarten, you said to work on the upper back arch. Do you mean on the traps and pinch the shoulders together?
Absolutely. One of the key words that Mike Lupacek would tell me was to put your neck on the bench. So in order to do that, you have to drop your shoulders and get your neck on the bench and try to get up on your traps. One of those things that the shirt's going to do, of course, it's going to force you to go flat on your shoulder blades, and you don't want to do that. So I hate to give this advice because it's what screwed up my neck, I think. But, you know, as you come down, you got to pull your head back a little bit and keep that chest up. I hate to give people that advice because it didn't work well for me. And arching the lower lumbar, you know, is one thing. But Louis always said the upper part of the back was important to arch. So I always used a 3-inch PVC pipe and laid on the bench with that, a 4-inch for the lower half. But like I said, I'm 6'2.5", so I had to do all these things and contort my body in weird ways and put more wear and tear on it than I should. If I was 5'10" or 5'9", I wouldn't have that dilemma. I'd be 340 and like a walking tank. But yeah, pinch the shoulder blades together. That's going to shorten the bench stroke. Right here is not pinched. Here's pinched. That's that much difference. So, and get up on your traps. Get your neck on the bench.
Matt Brooks, what's up, y'all? Hey, Matt,
What's up, Brooks?
Good to see you here. Raw Strength Society, what's up, Benchmonster family?
What's up, Raw Strength?
What's up, Raw Strength? Good to see you here, Jason. He also says Dan Logman's sons are stronger than all.
Getting stronger by the day, too.
Just getting stronger, for sure. We got Jimmy Cobe. Eric Affolter lifts at Blackstone's gym in Ohio. That was my first gym and the place and crew I got my start in. Bench 903 single ply with that crew. Nice. That's cool. Okay, so he knows Eric.
Okay. Small world.
It is a small world.
Sounds like a hardcore place to lift if you can make that kind of progress and that kind of crew there. Was that Blackstone's gym? Is that like a public gym, private gym? Curious.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because, yeah, I just wondering.
I don't know. Hard to say. Howard Weingarten. Jimmy Cobe, I tried your band tries that you put on video, and man, they are a bear. I love them. Nice. Give you a little bit of a burn there. Nice way to finish.
Is that the exercise where you come down, pull it apart?
I assume.
We tried that, and my God, it's hard. We used a mini band, and it was hard, man. I'm not going to lie. We didn't video it, but we tried it. I remember the first time I did it, I went like this, and something popped in the back of my shoulder so loud that my handoff guy heard it. What was that? I don't know. Scar tissue.
Falling apart.
Yeah.
Let's see here. T. McCain, T. McCain, Ryan, your triceps are huge.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I like to hear that because it puts wind in my sails because they don't feel huge right now. I'm down in body weight a little further than I wanted to go in this amount of time, but glycogen storage, I'll start carb loading probably tonight for tomorrow's workout and Monday for Tuesday's workout. But I don't need a lot of carbs. I did get 3 of your Reese's mini cups up there and ate those earlier. Yeah, I had a sugar low. Had to get amped up for the show, so I had some Reese's peanut butter cups.
It's intense diet.
3 of those aren't going to hurt me. When I come down here and stand on that scale and it says 302 with shoes on, like a 5th grader.
No. Sorry.
Okay, 1 rep.
Here. 1 rep. LOL, thank you. I need to brush it up a bit, but lifting is priority. Yes, that is true. It is priority. Thought you looked good, looked sharp, looked quick. That was looking good. Showbit Jane, how's it going, Benchmonster fam? At the airport right now, heading for Asian Championship bench meet tomorrow.
Holy smokes. Where's that at?
Good luck. Yeah.
Good luck at your show, Showbit.
Let us know how it goes.
Yeah.
We'll be
Send
cheering
video if you
on.
can.
Yeah, for sure. Send us videos. We'll be anxiously waiting to see how it went. 1 rep max. Ubering again. LOL. So I'll be slow. Okay.
Uber.
No worries.
So if I'm in LA and I call up and I want to Uber, do I get 1 rep?
You might.
If
you're in his area.
Okay. Because he'll take me where I need to go, right?
Yeah.
Is that San Diego? Where's he at? LA?
Where was it? I don't know.
I think he's in San Diego.
He might. Yeah.
I don't know. Just guessing.
I can't remember. I know it's California. Let's see here. Paul Lawford.
Woffler.
The pain in my joints is gone. I went up to 705 to a 1 board Tuesday night. Felt light.
Good.
Nice. Good. That's what we like to hear.
Send me videos when you can, Paul, when you're ready.
Yep,
I'm always here and eager to put them on the show. Glad you're back in it and making progress. That's good.
CJ Morgani, good luck, Showbit. Yep, we're all wishing Showbit great luck. We'll be thinking about you. Hoping you kick some serious ass. We know you will. Jimmy Cobe, it's private, but he's open to members.
Private. So that helps. Yeah. That's the kind of gym you got to train at if you want to, have the right music, the right elements, the bands and chains and things like a regular commercial gym wouldn't allow. Well, what was that Gold's Gym? They told me I could bring in my own hundreds and my own chains, like a wheelbarrow them in or something every workout. Like I'm going to leave them there. But they're not in. You're insured with their equipment, not other things that you bring in and add to the bar, because then it's a liability or something. I don't know.
Is that what they said?
I've been told so many different things. That's why I don't train at those places.
Showbit Jane, thanks CJ. Howard Weingarten, yeah, I'm 5'10", 259, and started using a pool noodle cut in half, and I really need to pinch and drop the shoulders hard. I forgot to say at the meet I had a pulled muscle in my back. Doing better now. Oh, I'm glad it's doing better.
Yeah, I remember one of the ways that I would bench is I would get up on my feet up on the bench, and I would get up in that arch, and then I would get up on my neck, and then I would walk my shoulders down. I used to watch that. There's a video in the Ukraine, one of my lifts where I do it really well, where I get up on my neck and you can see me walk my shoulders down, and it just sets that bar in a little higher spot of your upper abdomen here. I mean, if we can cut an inch there and arch up and cut an inch, that's 2 inches. You got to think that's 2 inches. That's like a board and a half, that you don't have to push anymore.
1 rep. Made a
Cover
TikTok
your mouth when you
if
yawn.
you want me to send it.
Yeah, send it.
Yeah.
Send it to my email.
Send it.
Do I have an email? Something like this? Anybody that's lifting out there that wants their videos on this show, send them to benchmonster@gmail.com, and I will always put them on there. Unless you send them Thursday. Then it's sometimes hard to get them on, because usually I do all this on Wednesday morning. But I do my best.
And so 1 rep says, And for you, just call me. Haha, no need for the app. And you'll have better luck in San Diego. Haha. But if you're in LA, I'll drive up there just to give you rides. LOL, laughing my ass off.
Okay. Well, we know some people in Imperial Beach. A place called Big Kahuna
Oh yeah.
Restaurant. And I want to go down there and visit. So San Diego. What I tell you last week? What was I planning a trip to go where?
California.
It's California, San Diego, and LA.
LA.
Yeah, I don't know how to do that in one trip because there's things in San Diego I want to do, and there's things in LA I want to do, and I like to go to Mexico.
How far away are they
2 hours
from each other?
from each other.
Well, then you can do both.
I don't know about traffic and all that, but
I mean, I guess you'd probably just spend.
I want to
one
go down to
day.
Tijuana Square and see what it's like, and do some crazy things down there that I used to do. Not really, but just see if it brings back any memories of the days of long ago. What?
Nothing.
I was smoking cohibas and drinking Coronas in Tijuana Square. Yeah. They told me they were real cohibas, but they probably weren't.
Why not?
No, not real Cuban ones, but who cares?
Ryan. So Jimmy Cobe is asking Ryan, where did you get your start?
Where did I get
What gym?
started at? Well, I started at a family training facility called the Tri-City Court Club, and it was a place that had weightlifting, racquetball, basketball, tennis, swimming, all these things. And I was just like a kid just trying to increase his bench press there. So there wasn't really any red flags thrown up like they were going to kick us out. We weren't screaming and grunting. We didn't, yeah. Started there that was 1991 to 96. And then January 97, I moved to a Gold's Gym. We had a real Gold's Gym here, like a legitimately real Gold's Gym, where you go in the bathroom and there's wrappers on the floor of vitamins. And they weren't supposed to do that there, but it was a real Gold's Gym. And then it changed its name to LifeQuest. Then it changed its name to StarFit. Then it changed its name to 509. And then they shut it down on us. So we ran to another gym. But that's where I started, a family fitness center. All of 1991, which was like a few years ago. A trip down memory lane. But that's where I got the start with the competitive bench pressing, because they had
He started at a YMCA.
they had an internal bench squat deadlift contest, and they kept a record board. And I looked up at the bench, and I told this story before. I wanted to beat the guy who was number one. He had a 396 bench at 198. So I had goals. Went out and tried to beat it, and I did. Now that record that I took from him, that guy claims he taught me everything I know.
Oh, he does?
Yeah, I told people that. Every time I run into somebody that's known him, he said he taught you everything you know. He taught me a few things, but not everything. Louis taught me more. All right.
Let's see here. 1 rep max. I have an aunt in Imperial Beach.
I suppose that's like a more expensive place to live, Imperial Beach.
Sounds like it.
Yeah, because the people we know, they're rich.
Howard Weingarten. Great. I never thought about that. So get on my neck at setup. That sounds like it will help. Excited to try.
Yeah, that way when you're up like that, you'll know that you're not here with your traps. Drop them down and get on your neck, and then get that lower lumbar and the upper back arch. It takes practice. Sometimes the shirt can be restricting, and a lot of times when you do setups and weird movements like that, you can, if you've got a shirt that's adjusted, those band shirts, you got the neckline pulled down, because BJ Dirk always gets on my ass, because when I do that big setup and I reach for the bar and do all this stuff, we have the neckline down here, and then all of a sudden when I do that, it's up here. So you want to make sure that you're not doing too many shimmy things. If you got I know you can set it with your belt and lock it down, which I don't do because I just throw on the shirt and just kind of pull it in and hold it. It's my own fault, but that's one of the cues. Neck on the bench. Traps. Up on your traps. Not flat on your shoulder blades. A lot of people back in the day would come down and roll flat like this on their shoulder blades. And what are you going to do down here? Are you just going to press straight up? No, you're going to arch back, and you're going to try to get back in that arch, and you're going to shove it over your face. There were a few people I saw that had a technique that can do that. But I don't recommend it. You don't want to lose that base.
1 rep. Yes, sir. I'll take you to Tijuana and we'll restock your cohibas. Ha ha ha. And we can get some Chinese food as well. By the way, Chinese food is code word in Tijuana for Hong Kong, which is a world famous gentleman's club.
I want to go there. It's been, when was I last there? 2001 and 2003. It's been 20 years. Yeah, I'm going to need a guide. And I don't want to go and run into some Los Zetas or the ones that are going to throw us in garbage cans and melt us down with chemicals. So stick to the main roads. Oh, there's cartel down there. And I'm one they'd love to steal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at that big guy. Let's get him. See you later.
Davenport Barbell 1984. One I missed, like Jimmy said he started it on YMCA.
YMCA. I wonder what that was like.
Yeah.
Did they have like, what kind of bench presses did they have? We didn't have Forza benches where we started. We had your basic bodybuilding, popsicle wide bench pad, non-adjustable upright. Oh, onion skin bars with no knurling. Oh, somehow we made do though. Until we figured out, hey, Forza benches. Hey, bars with knurling. Hey, this, that, and the other. You can have all these fancy things if you invest.
Davenport Barbell 1984. Jimmy Cobe is in here. I'm not sure exactly what that means.
He's in here.
Is that in like he's in our chat box?
Is it-
He's in his gym. He's in.
I don't know. He's in here.
He's in here. He's in our chat box. Jimmy Cobe in the house. 1 rep Mex. Did that guy who supposedly taught you everything end his sentences with a low pitch, bro?
No. This guy's name was Benny Dooley. He was a lifter there for years before me, and he was in his late 30s, I would think, when I was 22. And he would end up staying there until probably he retired and moved to Arizona not too long ago. Had some health issues and dropped body weight, but he ended up going on to bench 600 in a Rage X or something at like 242, 250 in 1999 or something. It was impressive. But I didn't know if he was trying to help me or hinder me because he knew I was coming for his record. And what's shitty about it is when they had those meets there, he would be the head judge, like calling the press commands. Do you think he held me at a higher standard than other people? Yeah. I had to pause 2 seconds longer than anybody else. He did it to me twice. And then I was like, screw this. I'm going to go do my Wabdal meet. And I went and did a Wabdal meet and benched a 457 at 220. And I tried to come back and put it on the record board as a 220 record. And he wiped it off of there because at that point I was already at Gold's Gym. So, yeah, he didn't like me on that record board. I think it's still there.
Jealous.
Have to go look.
Someone insecure.
Well, he's, wants to be the big dog of the gym. Every gym has the, when I went over to Gold's Gym, there was one who was benching 440, and I benched 457. Yep. And then he was mad. And then a year later, I did 617, and he was doing 475. So, yeah, stole his thunder.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I did.
That was our last one.
No.
I believe, unless somebody else pops in here.
What's everybody's plans for this weekend? Got Mother's Day coming up, Sunday. We got hot weather coming next week for us, 100-degree weather. Try to get out and do some fishing next week. That's my plan. Me and BJ are planning on going out Monday or Wednesday, so I'm going to catch some fish. Get that boat out there.
Davenport Barbell, do you go to that meet at Murphy's every year?
Murphy's, where's that?
Sure.
Davenport, you have to be more specific. I don't know where Murphy's is every year.
Yeah. 1 rep max, and the chemical barrel guy was named El Pozolero in honor to the Mexican soup pozole.
That's right. He was good at cooking bodies down. I watched that documentary on YouTube. Puts you in a barrel, puts caustic soda and acid, and it just turns into a soup of flesh and guts. Yeah. and you are nowhere to be found anymore. I don't think it melts your teeth though. Your teeth are left, but no bones. Yeah.
Well, if it melts your bones, I would think it would melt your.
Well, I thought they found teeth. I don't know. I thought I saw. I don't know.
So if they're finding
I just don't want to end up in a barrel or walk down an alleyway in Revolution Boulevard down there. So you go outside of Tijuana Square, you cross over that bridge where that stream runs into the ocean, and you get over there, and it's Revolution, that strip down there. I've stomped those grounds many times, but nervous now. I want to be out of there before sundown, too. I ain't staying until 2 in the morning like I used to. I ain't going down to Ensenada either.
CJ Morgani, I'm the big dog in my gym, but since I'm the only lifter, I guess that also makes me the runt.
That's all right.
That's funny. One Rat Max, he's dead, so you're safe.
Okay, no one's taking his place, I hope. I don't want to be on one of those videos where you're on your hands and knees with handcuffs, and then they got the black masks and machetes and start hacking off my limbs. It scares me to death. All right, so I don't know where what Murphy's meat is, but
O'Malley's, not Murphy's.
Oh.
Yes, we do. We have been going to the O'Malley's meet for the last couple years.
March and October. October.
There's usually one in like fall, winter, or spring, summer, and we've been going to both. October and March. No.
March. This
March.
October, it's going to be at our
Excuse
gym.
me, yeah, March, and then I think July.
Don't we
I don't know. There's been a couple there. We've been to quite a few there the last couple years.
We have a meet in October in our gym. It's an IPA Washington State thing, maybe.
Well, in the first year that I went, the meet was in October. So I mean, I guess they're not always.
Yeah, that's a good meet.
There's
O'Malley's
usually
gym's
one
a good
in
meet.
March, but yeah, the O'Malley's always has a good one. It's such a cool venue. I just really like that gym.
Yeah, Forza
It's a nice
bench.
gym.
Yeah, great
I would
equipment.
love to train at that gym. I just think it just seems like a really cool, like, it's got a
Doesn't have air
a
conditioning
room
though.
specifically for power lifters, a room specifically for
Bodybuilders, and everybody
Everybody's
coexists.
except Yeah. When you go into your bodybuilder and you go into the powerlifting room, you respect that, and
Yeah.
vice versa.
So
I don't know. I mean, we don't. I don't.
there's
know.
no O'Malley's meet in the fall, right? It's us, the one we're doing.
Probably.
Okay. That'll be fun in our own
Probably.
gym. So that'll be something that we're all training for, including myself.
Howard asks, "Have you heard anything about Mendy's meet he put on last Saturday?
I did not know he put on a meet last Saturday.
Was it another
Did he have the microphone the whole day?
misloads or he's got the microphone all day and
I don't know anything
listen
about
to
it.
Everything he has to say.
I haven't seen Mindy post a video in a while. Hope he's doing, except for that arm wrestling thing with Larry Wheels. But I did see, I don't know. I don't know anything about it.
Oh,
Yeah. I kind of missed that meet. That was kind of fun. Long day, though.
it was fun.
There's a lot of misloads, though.
Oh yeah, we saved a lot. Mary got on her app and saved a lot of misloads.
Yeah.
Because she just started double checking all of his.
Well, yours was
He was trying to
misloaded
do
from the
it.
get-go.
I know.
Yeah. Did you get
Yeah,
it?
they all were.
Or you missed
No,
it?
I missed it.
Oh.
He misloaded my opener. So my second or third attempt.
Yeah. Well,
Fucked up the whole rhythm of my
he was
day.
sabotaging us
Yeah.
for the Ukraine story. All right. Poor
Yeah,
barbell.
Ever since he's had to sell that house, Ryan seems on edge, like he just got a Jack in the Box cheeseburger that wasn't freshly made. LOL.
Ever since he's had to sell that house. Oh yeah, it's been the house. Yeah, that we got it sold, but it was stressful, and I've been on edge, and I've been venting a lot. Yeah, but you know what? It's all behind, so things are gonna
Yep,
get
it's
better
sold
now.
now.
Yeah, I did my duty. So,
And you're not totally done with your.
well, I got another house to
You're
sell.
definitely not done with your job as power of attorney.
I got another
and
house
then
to
you've
sell.
got another house to sell for
Yeah.
yourself.
I'm giving it away
You're not
though.
done with work.
Yeah, lakefront property. I'm gonna give it away for cheap.
Howard Weingarten, I haven't heard anything, but it was on the calendar for last week.
Yeah, usually there'll be some videos of
Yeah.
one of Mindy's guys lifting or something, but
Yeah.
maybe nothing, crazy happened there. I don't know.
Yeah, that is kind of weird that nobody's heard anything.
Hmm. If it's not on Facebook or Instagram when I stroll through, when I'm
Yeah,
looking
that's
around, I don't
weird.
know what's going on.
Same.
Hope it went well and that he had a lot of lifters, but I don't know. What's a lot of lifters? 20, 30? 30 is a lot of lifters, really. I mean, for a day,
I mean,
if you're doing
for a
push-pull.
day and for a single platform.
Yeah.
Regular, just normal invite. Or not. Or,
The October meet, push-pull, it's all 3, right?
I don't know. I have to ask because I thought it was push-pull, but you guys thought
Something
it was
about a
pull-down.
monolift coming down for
So
that.
we'll have to ask.
Yeah, not sure.
Because for some reason I don't want to specify. So we'll have to ask and then we can start it now.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know anything.
Pete Yanpulos. Sorry, I'm probably butchering that.
Pete G.
Don't worry, Scott will submit the results in like 6 months.
Well, in 6 months, we'll find out what happened at the meet.
Sounds
and
about right.
we'll post it.
That sounds about right. Yeah, I heard it was he had a guy going for 1,000. So he probably didn't get it, or I'm sure we would have.
We would have heard about it. It would have been all over the internet. And Mendelssohn would have been, it was a branch off my tree, bro. Yeah, that's what he would say.
That sounds right.
Yep. Not sure. Didn't happen, maybe.
I haven't really seen anything from Mendy in a while. I see other people advertising his new products, but never himself. Kind of odd. That was weird.
Well, somebody told me he was really down in body weight. Somebody said 275, but I don't know. I don't know if he's, health or what's going on. I'm one to blame. I have his phone number and I don't pick up the phone and, hey, what are you doing? How you living? What's going on? I just hit 1,200 off one board, bro. What? That's more than I can do. My arms shake right now at 300.
Pete, I saw him at the Fit Expo in January. He looked good.
Good.
Yeah.
Healthy. He didn't, when I saw him at the Olympia in 2008, he was like 360, 70 pounds. He was so boxy. It was just this little melon on top of this. Biggest I've ever seen him. And he was looking for Inzer because him and Inzer had it out at that contest. And I was if I didn't have to work the MHP booth, I was going to follow him out and help him out. Because they had an altercation somewhere in the bench area. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That sounds interesting.
I think somebody was threatened or something. I don't know.
Jeez. Sounds about right.
That was 2008, a long time ago. Let's ask him that story.
Yeah.
I remember he came up to me and he said something. I just remember he kept saying something to me and I was trying to like take it all in, but I just couldn't. I looked at him like, God damn, you're the biggest I've ever seen you. I didn't say it, but I was thinking that. I'm like looking at him sideways and stuff. And it's like, what do you got, a football shoulder pad thing underneath that shirt? Because he was just boxy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Monstrous.
360 or 370.
I'll give him that. 350.
Because he's not tall. So.
No. But that's good. He's looking good. I hope he's doing well. I think I'll call him.
Yeah.
Got a call from Gus Westridge not too long ago too, and he's doing good.
That's good.
He asked me if I was bad mouthing him, but I think he was referencing the Dave Tate interview and Gus Westridge story, which would go back to 2000, a long time ago. But he caught me off guard because I was like, "No, Gus, I never badmouth you." But somebody must have called him up. They heard that story. It was 23 years ago, but anyway. Well, hey. Anywho, I want everybody to have a great weekend.
Yes. Guys have a great Friday tomorrow. Great
Mother's Day, buy your mom
Enjoy your Mother's
Flowers Day, flowers,
Do something
and
special
yeah,
for your
something special.
mom. Do something special and thoughtful. Something she'd like. If she's not into flowers, get her something else. If she's into flowers, get her flowers. Do something nice for her. Do something with her. Do something for her. Do a combination of those things.
Look how small my head
Make it a
is.
special day for your mom.
I can do this now. Like my head's small. My head shrunk.
Tiny.
I got a jawline. Yeah. It's not all bloated. See, we're not dealing with this anymore. Puffer Pete is my name there. Puffer Pete. Yeah. Got a little out of control with food and bloatage, but
Good.
yeah. He is no longer around.
No.
He is, the jets are cooling. Yeah. Feel pretty good though. Yeah. I'm not saying I would go out and run a mile in 4 minutes, but definitely light on my feet. So please send me videos. I love to post videos on this show.
Send what you're doing. We love to watch it. We love
thanks
to
for
see
joining
it,
us in
hear
the
about
chat
it.
box too. I appreciate everybody that comes in and spends their evening with us in a short amount of time, usually an hour, no more longer than that. We probably need a guest again. Gonna have to reach out to somebody. I got some names. I got a list. checking it twice. Then you would know we'll have a guest because usually I post it up on Monday on Facebook.
Perfect.
If I do. I reach out to him Sunday and try to set it up. All right.
Your head can't get smaller with such a big brain.
Well, these hats fit easier now. It's weird. Like my face went, oop.
Oh, I can't shrink anymore, otherwise your big brain won't fit.
I think my brain shrunk too. I'm just atrophying
I
away.
wouldn't disagree with
Catabolic. Yeah, just falling apart. Carbs are the enemy. I ate those little 1 minute rice, like 46 grams of carbs, couple of those a day, a little bit of red meat, some fish, a big asparagus and vegetable person too. So I don't know. I can't go any lower than 300 though. It's got to stop. I told the guys a few Tuesdays ago, I said, I won't come. If I come in Tuesday night and I'm 299, I'm going to walk out. And I was 306. So
You should invite Bob Merck.
Bob Merck?
Merck on the show.
Oh, yeah, I can reach out to him. You know what I got to do too is reach out to Pete Rubish. I got to find that phone number.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah, I was going to be on his podcast, and somebody sent it to me, and I don't know where it's at. But I was going to get a hold of him, and I can reach out to Bob and see if he's got a Skype account, and those are free to set up, pretty simple, and a good internet connection, and yeah, we can do that. Come up with some new questions, maybe. Ours are good, but I always try to put some interesting ones in there, and we appreciate you guys coming up with questions too. Okay, CJ, somebody sent me his phone number, and I just thought about it the other day. Thank you. I'm sure if I go to Davenport, somewhere in the messaging somewhere, because somebody texted it to me, and I was like, oh, okay. You know, I get so many Instagram messages and Facebook, and sometimes things get just logged way down there, and it's never ending. People, I'm not complaining. I mean, I enjoy it, but I get so much stuff on that messaging, direct messaging stuff. So, you know, and I just lose track of stuff. And then days go by and I'm like, oh, where's that at? And I go try to find it, and it's crazy, man.
Yeah, Bob Merck would be great. Loads of info.
Okay. I can reach out to him, add him to the list, see if he's interested. I just feel bad because I know a lot of those guys are on the East Coast, and 10 o'clock is a pretty late start time on a Thursday for some people. And it's, yeah, almost tempted to, I don't know. I wish we wouldn't have a 3-hour difference, because I feel guilty after an hour that we have him on the show, because I know they work the next day, and I don't, you know, I just feel guilty.
It's just asking them.
But all the strong people live back east.
Yeah.
Just me and Mendelsohn out here.
Do you have an email for video submission?
Yes, I do. Right. Yeah, the email is basic benchmonster@gmail.com. You can send me videos there, and I'll post them. I appreciate it. It makes my job easier, because usually if I get like 6-7 video submitted emails, then I go find about 10 or 15 bench press ones or lifting ones. Or I saw a lot of videos recently of this one guy sent me a video. This guy's benching on one of those stability balls, and not like the ones you're supposed to like use weight with. And he's doing like one-armed 100-pound dumbbell presses. The ball pops, and he goes down to the ground, breaks his arm. Like, I ain't gonna post videos like that, because I get haunted by arm breakage. And there was a pec tear one. I was like, I don't know, I can't post that stuff. I can't watch a pec be torn or an arm break. They haunt me forever. So I try not. It's one thing to have the weight fall off you, and you know that's all fine. But I'm not a big fan of seeing people get hurt. So, Reed.
I remember when Hoff was on. It was like 3 a.m. our time. Ha ha ha.
Yeah, Hoff was on for 4 hours.
4 hours too.
On a hotspot Wi-Fi connect. That's why it was blurry. I didn't have my his video kept bouncing around because I didn't know how to set it and lock it in. But we were on for a long time. Love to have him on again with a crystal clear video and a non-smoking version of our show.
Yeah, he might have had to. It's all right. It was fun. It was fun. I totally like to have him back on again. I always like talking to him.
I know what he's doing.
Got so many stories. He's got cool impressions. He's just got a lot of information. Totally want to have him on again.
Matt Brooks again. You get to see on
I
top.
didn't know you could even break bones lifting weights until it happened to me.
Fuck yeah, it can happen. Those weights can bite back.
Oh, yeah.
And they they tear rotator cuffs, they break bones. We've seen it happen. Cody Plum. I got the video on my computer screen here, and I will not post it. It's
I
horrible.
have it on my phone.
Fucking horrible. I mean,
Can't do
and it's on the side that I'm spotting. And I heard it, and I saw it, and it, so it took months. We were all freaked out. Like, we were taking out like 600, and we were like thinking about our forearms. Like, is this, it freaks us out, man. It's ugh.
No, that was really bad.
Oh, yeah. Anthony Oliveira, too. Yeah.
A good one.
Hey, West Side guy.
Just sent you a board press video from Wednesday.
Thank you, Pete.
Nice.
That'll be next week's show. If we have a guest, then it will get logged. We won't post any videos. We'll have a guest, but it will get on. I will not open that until I'm sure that we are putting it on the show, because when I don't open the emails, they stay highlighted in my Gmail, so I know I haven't opened them, and I know to use them on Wednesday when I set up for the show. Thank you, though. Thank you for the video.
Oh, quick one. Do you know how Cody is doing?
He's doing well. He's posting on Facebook. Doesn't send me videos anymore. I don't know if it's a band shirt thing with us, and he's a poly guy. I don't know, but he seems to be doing well, and he's out. I watched some of his lifting videos. He got a cool gym in his garage that he trains out of, and he seems to be doing well. We're a year and 4 months past the arm break day, so I hope he's 100% now and not feeling any weirdness in those plates and screws. And what was it, 2 plates and 13 screws? Fuck, dude. He bounced back pretty quick, though. He's a warrior.
I had the same injury as Cody in 2020 in an SDP.
Oh, Matt, shit, I'm sorry to hear that. Oh, fuck, dude. You just never know when that bar can come out of line and the forearm can come out. That's why you gotta, it's easy to sit here and say, when you're under the weight and it's fight or flight sometimes, and you make one wrong move. That's why you're a 3-man handoff people. We are quick to grab the bar if we see that forearm come out from under, or a lot of times Hines, he'll press up, he'll press back. One of his lifts, I didn't say it on the show, but one of it in that orange thing, the Colossus bench band, he pushed it back, and I had it in my hands, and I brought it out forward. Otherwise, he would have shoved it back over his head. So safety first, and we're always looking for things to keep our lifters safe, because if we have a guy break an arm, then we got 2 or 3 guys left, and then we don't have a lot of people that want to join us and do our crazy stuff. So I wish we had more people. But summer approaching, it really gets hard to find people that want to do this in the gym. I mean, that's summer vacations and, like a thing that people do in the summertime. I have no life, so I just lift. All right.
Here. I never worry about the robot arm anymore. The other one scares me.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, because at
robot.
a certain point, once it heals, it is probably tougher than.
That's what they say.
Yeah. Logman 71 got cleared yesterday by my ortho to start using light weights and bands. Only 6 weeks post-op. Here we go.
That's right. That's not a normal person would have been like Dan. A normal person would not be doing that at 6 weeks. But we're not like part human, but we're alien, and that's good. I don't know what he's gonna do, but I could bring the bamboo bar in or something. I don't know. Light weights. So we got to keep it light, though. What's light mean? No fucking around here. We don't want to. Yeah, we don't want to hurt.
Super light.
Super light. Nothing explosive. Bar and a 5. Play it smart.
Very slow.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're going to be worse off than you were before the surgery.
We don't want to wake anything up or overstretch something or anger something. Yes.
I heard Howard says that he heard Cody had another injury. I think he had a torn pec or bicep. I think.
Uh-oh. I got to reach out to him and find out what's going on. Torn pec or bicep? Huh. Oh, I wonder what he had. I can see bicep, but I mean pec, but bicep. How would he do a bicep? I don't think he deadlifts. Or curl. I don't know what he does. Let me reach out to Cody, and I haven't heard from him in a while. He doesn't text me or call me or email me anymore, so I'll reach out to him and ask him how he's doing and check on that. Because I just saw his Facebook post, and he was benching something.
Yeah.
It didn't look like a lot of weight, but I didn't watch every video, so He'll bounce back, though.
As fast as he bounced back from this.
I bounced back from a pec injury, tore a 5-centimeter tear through the major, 2 centimeters through the minor on this side, and couldn't get the bar down April of 2003. But by July, I was in Hawaii, and I broke the biggest bench on the island out there. It was 705 by Kituia, and I did 710 in the same damn shirt that I got injured in, the Inzer purple canvas no stretch shirt. Also did 585 raw at Kona at a Gold's, doing a seminar. Kind of cool. But did a lot of ART therapy and just started with the bar. Once I could get it down, it was just it was quick. I went out there at risk, though. I guarantee that. It was a free trip to Hawaii. Couldn't turn that down. All right.
That's our last one.
Okay. What's for dinner? Cheeseburger? 300 pounds? I can probably eat a cheeseburger and not blow my diet. My treat.
All right.
Okay, we're going to get a cheeseburger now. Thank you for joining us, everybody. Have a great week. Stay safe out there. Lift, be strong, and we hope to see you back here next week
Yep,
and
have
do
a
the thing that we
great
do.
Friday tomorrow, a great weekend, and a good start to your week next week. And we look forward to seeing you guys on Thursday. Thank you so much, as always, for joining us. I always love seeing you guys.
I got to flex before we go. Okay. Love you guys. Have
Love
a great
you
week.
guys. Have a great week and weekend.
Good night, everybody.